Hello, and welcome to your first day on the job at the SCP Foundation. You've passed all of the necessary screening and are here, for now. The amnestic we gave you this morning should be wearing off, so let me explain all of this for the third time today. Here you'll see our mission statement. The SCP Foundation is a clandestine organization dedicated to containing dangerous and incomprehensible horrors, keeping them safely from the light of day. Some SCPs, also known as skips, are more dangerous than others. You could have a dimension-bending scarecrow sharpshooter, an underwater doppelganger, or a little goblin that lives in the trash. Think that's not dangerous? Think again. Trash goblins have variable temperaments, from dissolving poor victims in acid to just wanting to play Xbox. So why contain them? If you were to look at the number of disposal plants in North America, you'd notice there are not that many. This is due to an ongoing effort to control this SCP in particular. We don't want people asking what else is out there, so it's best to keep it a secret. Codename, class, access level, and title are all very important, so make sure you commit them to memory. Again. As an agent, you are susceptible to demotion into D-Class, the Disposables, so don't fuck up! No pressure. Trash goblins have not yet been made public to all SCP staff, and for now shall be delegated as SCP-R or redacted. They are considered Euclid due to their ability to escape confinement and their random temperaments. SCP-R has the ability to respawn at its site of origin upon degradation of its form, or involuntary removal or confinement from its site. SCP-R can come and go as it pleases from its trash facility, but it will begin to degrade after 24 hours. Researchers are not sure how, but each instance of SCP-R will retain full memory of its previous lives. Tranks and amnestics will not work on SCP-R due to its chemical resistance. Fire and heat will also not damage it. Its ability to end itself and respawn means that Foundation agents can only slow instances down, but not contain them. Luckily, they can be reasoned with. All instances of SCP-R have a code of conduct similar to that of a mythical fae. If a deal is made, they must follow the terms and conditions of the contract. If the deal is violated, trash goblins can become once again unpredictable. That brings us to your assignment. You've been selected to work on a new project involving SCP-R. We would like to see the effects of a controlled release of information about this particular skip. It will be performing under the guise of being a Vtuber on streaming platforms. The SCP-R instance selected for this task is called TWEE. During your assignment, you are to make sure no one breaches the veil and leaks information about TWEE's true identity until we're ready. This specimen has been chosen as she is very compliant with facility staff and can be bribed with confectionaries from the vending machines on site. You are to observe her and participate in experimental activities such as chat, stream engagement, and the occasional gameplay participation. If this experiment performs well, we can start considering other information on skips for release to the general public. If not, large-scale Grade A amnestics must be administered. That would be incredibly resource-intensive, so do not fail.
Ahem. Welcome to Goblin Town! I'm a little moth, as you can see. I'm very rough and tumble. I just had to get that out there. Although, I might be a little short. But that's why I'm TWEE. Let me just get a little comfortable here. Let me oh. Thank you.
So like I said, my name is TWEE, and I'm totally not a real trash goblin. Nope. I'm a Vtuber, yep.
Pretty cool, TWEE.
You practiced for this.
I manifested as an alpha.
An anomalous entity. You may notice that my voice changes depending on my mood. Fear not, traveler. It's still me.
I learned how to talk from various researchers and D-Class prisoners at my facility, so my speech gets a little weird. At any given time, after a chemical disposal facility in North America reaches the ripe old age of 1 year, an event will occur in which an entity of waste will appear. We are very important, yes, for we limit the amount of chemicals leaking into the environment. Humans think that they have this whole thing figured out, all this burning and treating of stuff. Well, think again. Goblins are the ones calling the shots. Sometimes on cold days, I like to get all cozy with hot cocoa in the incinerator. Me and the operator are homies. I'm not just an ordinary girl. I was originally a moth. I have yellow antennae to detect pheromones and sweet treats. My eyes? Ooh. My eyes are better suited for nighttime adventures, but they do have cute little flowers in them. I don't often wear pants, but most people that see me will forget me immediately anyway, so like, I have butterfly scales that make them forget. If you don't breathe them in though, you'll remember me, and the SCP Foundation will find you. But I can't help but want to stay in your head. It sucks being forgotten. Don't ask about my wings. They're hidden for a reason. Being reduced to 2 arms and 2 legs is already bad enough. Whenever I get hurt or the Foundation staff are too rough with me, I die. But I immediately respawn at my dump site. Neat, right? My appearance barely changes between deaths, cause I'm just that good. I manifested in the early 1900s. I was one of those pollution moths from the Industrial Revolution or something. I'm about 4 feet tall in freedom units. America. My home is, oh, never mind. I can't tell you that. Here are some of the things I like. The research goons that I work with give me lots of treats, so I love snacks. Love snacks. I have a lot of spare time at the facility and my tasks get done relatively quickly. So I love listening to podcasts like Creepcast and the SCP Foundation. You guys don't realize it's real. Oh, anyway, I like true crime stuff, but I never understand why you humans are so mean and hurting each other all the time. You don't even respawn. It's so sad. Back to it though. Things I like. I like hiding between stacks of chemical drums. Hide and seek is fun. I love getting cozy with my bug friends, my bunny, and my darling. Yes, I have a darling. So scandalous. Wildlife and all animals are really important. Even the small ones like worms. We don't discriminate here. All animals are good animals. I love candy. Doesn't matter what kind. It's already been chewed a little. That's just extra flavor. I like taking 2-hour baths too, usually in acid. It gives my skin tinglies and is really fizzy and it's fun. Should I do a bathtub ASMR? Just kidding. For real. Just kidding. Meeting new Foundation staff is always a ball. They give me beads on their first day. But if they don't, they might have an accident. Just saying. The D-class prisoners here don't seem to die very much. The researchers say that my site is a safe place or something. Kind of like our award for all those pesky D-class. Like I said, all animals are good animals. There are some things that I don't like very much. I don't like first-person shooter games. They're too freaking hard. Clean air also gives me migraines. Whenever I leave the facility, I gotta scurry back home in time before my noggin explodes. No, like actually explodes. I hate freaking common sense most of all. Goblins do what they want. They don't need that stupid common sense stuff. It's bullshit. Do I look like I can read? Instructions? Pfft. Please. I make the rules, man. I'm badass. I color outside the lines. If you happen to stop by the experiment... if you happen to stop by the stream, here are some of the games you'll play with me. Lately, I really like to play Hightail, although being in the mines sometimes gets a little scary. I end up placing a bunch of torches, and then because there are torches everywhere, I get lost. Whoopsie. I like the game Overcooked, and little indie games like Pizza Possum, and this really indie small game that no one has heard about called Diablo 4. Besides playing video games, I also like arts and crafts. I like making little paintings. I like making stuff out of polymer clay that looks like food, cause I freaking love food. I have a lot of free time on my hands, so hobby hopping is kind of a must. Otherwise, I'd just end up doing everything over and over and over again. If you ever want to buy one of these little trinkets I make though, cause I end up having too many and they kind of get all over the compound, you could buy them on Etsy. Foundation staff said that we're only starting with a limited number of viewers, and only Mondays and Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's a clue to where my facility is. If you miss me, you can catch my VODs on YouTube. I plan on playing games with my darling, making jewelry, doodling, yapping a whole bunch. The usual. Normal streamer stuff. I'm totally a normal streamer, totally a human, yep. Come and stop by. You can find me on YouTube as TWEE GOBLIN Trinkets because of all the little things I make. TWEE GOBLIN on Twitch, and I'm running out of time. TWEE GOBLIN on Kick. Yep. See you guys later. Bye, gobbies.